started with something small, a missed call. Kevin checked his phone at 2:13 a.m. One missed call, unknown number. He ignored it. A minute later, a WhatsApp message. "Why didn't you pick up?" Kevin frowned. He didn't recognize the number. He replied, "Who is this?" Typing. Stopped. Typing again. Then a voice note came through. Kevin hesitated, then pressed play. Silence. Just static. And then a whisper. "I'm inside." Kevin froze. He sat up slowly in bed and looked around his room. Everything was normal. Door closed. Window locked. He laughed nervously. Probably a prank. Then another message came. A photo. His heart dropped. It was a picture of him, sleeping, taken from inside his room. He jumped out of bed, turned on the lights, checked everywhere, under the bed, inside the closet, bathroom. Nothing. He grabbed his phone again. "Nice shirt," the message read. Kevin looked down. Same shirt. Same moment. This wasn't an old picture. He ran to the front door. Locked. Windows. Locked. Balcony. Empty. There was no way anyone had gotten in. Then another voice note. This time, clearer. "Turn around." Kevin's breathing stopped. Slowly, very slowly, he turned around. Nothing. But his phone buzzed again. Another image. This time, taken from directly behind him. He screamed and ran out of his apartment, not even locking the door. He spent the night at a friend's place. By morning, he convinced himself it was some kind of hack, a stalker, something explainable. He returned home with his friend. Everything looked normal. No signs of break-in, no cameras, nothing. Days passed. No messages, no calls. He started to relax again. Until one night, his phone buzzed. A notification from WhatsApp. The same number. Last seen online now. Then a message. You shouldn't have come back. He blocked the number immediately, deleted the chat, turned off his phone. The next morning, he woke up to sunlight and silence. Too quiet. He grabbed his phone and turned it on. No messages, no missed calls, nothing. Relief. Until he opened his gallery. A new folder. From me. Inside, dozens of photos of him sleeping, eating, watching TV, even showering, all taken from inside his apartment. And the last photo, taken while he was asleep that morning. But something was different. Someone else was in the frame. standing beside his bed, smiling. Kevin moved out that same day, changed cities, changed numbers, started over. But sometimes, late at night, his phone lights up. Unknown number. One message. I can still see you. And the last photo? Taken while he was asleep that morning. But something was different. Someone else was in the frame, standing beside his bed, smiling. Kevin moved out that same day, changed cities, changed numbers, started over. But sometimes, late at night, his phone lights up. Unknown number. One message. I can still see you.
When John inherited his uncle's farmhouse, he thought it was luck. A quiet place, outside the city, perfect escape. The neighbors warned him, "Don't stay there after sunset." He laughed it off. The first day was peaceful. Open land, silence, fresh air. At night, it changed. The silence became heavy, like something was listening. At exactly 11:47 p.m., a knock. 3 slow knocks on the front door. John froze. Who would come here this late? He checked outside. Nothing. No one. Then it happened again. This time, from the back door. Knock. 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 He grabbed a flashlight and went outside. No footprints. No movement. Just wind. The next morning, he found something strange. Footprints. Leading towards the house. From the fields. But none leading back. That night, 11:47 p.m., knocking again. This time, from all sides. Doors, windows, walls. And then, a voice. Soft, faint. "Let me in." John shouted, "Who's there?" No response. Just silence.
The knocking stopped, but something worse started. Footsteps. Inside the house. He ran through every room. Nothing. But the sound followed him, always behind him. Finally, he locked himself in his bedroom. Silence again. Until he heard breathing right outside the door. Then, a whisper. "You didn't open." The doorknob slowly turned. John held it shut. Something on the other side was pushing. Harder. Harder. Then suddenly, it stopped. Morning came. John opened the door. Nothing there. But on the wall, written in mud, "Next time, don't ignore me." He left the farmhouse that day, never returned. Years later, the property was sold. New owner, new family. And on their first night, at exactly 11:47 p.m., 3 knocks.
Sarah worked late nights in a corporate building. 12 floors. Or so she thought. One night, exhausted, she stepped into the elevator, pressed G. The doors closed. The elevator started going down. Floor 11, 10, 9, then 13. She frowned. There was no 13th floor. The doors opened. Darkness. A hallway. Dim lights flickering. She stepped out slowly. Hello? No answer. Something felt wrong. The air was cold. Too cold. She turned back. The elevator doors were closing. She ran, but they shut. She was stuck. Her phone had no signal. The hallway stretched endlessly. Doors on both sides, all slightly open. From inside one room, she heard crying. Against her better judgment, she pushed the door open. Inside, a woman stood facing the wall, crying softly. "Sister, are you okay?" The crying stopped. Slowly. Slowly, the woman turned around. No face, just skin. Smooth, blank. Sarah ran, heart racing. Doors began slamming shut around her, one by one. She reached the elevator, pressed the button. Nothing. Behind her, footsteps. Fast. She didn't turn around. The elevator dinged. Doors opened. She jumped inside, pressed every button. The doors closed. As the elevator moved, she looked up. Security camera. The screen flickered. And then she saw it. The footage showed her inside the elevator. But she wasn't alone. Something was standing behind her, smiling. The elevator stopped at ground floor. Doors opened. Everything normal again. She ran out. Never told anyone. Until weeks later, she checked the building directory. There was a listing. Floor 13. Status. Closed after incident. And under remarks, do not use elevator after midnight.